What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Low.
Keith.
I'm Jarek.
And I'm Curtis.
Y'all wanted some young BTS?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Let's jump into the shit. Keith, let's jump into it. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why you're here. Patreon, we love you. YouTube, what's up? Army, love you. I heart you.
Subscribe.
But I had.
Big hit exclusive.
Oh, no, the fuck they didn't.
No.
Oh, all right.
This joint don't got lyrics.
They hitting that melody, though, too. These niggas look like babies.
Do y'all know every member right here?
Yeah.
There's only 3 of them.
That's Jimmy right there. Kept that hat cocked to the back.
Cookie.
JK. Handles ass.
So JK was the spitter.
Damn, they don't got RM in the joint. Missed opportunity.
I can see that. I can see Hope they overhead a little bit.
Yeah.
I see the swag a little bit.
What?
He played they let out. Yeah, it's a snakeskin joint.
Who that?
J-Hope.
It's the 3 J's.
Wait, weren't you the same one that said you could tell them apart now?
No, I said I knew their names. I knew who they
No,
were.
remember 3 J's?
But I can't tell them
Smart.
apart.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me in trouble, Keith.
As soon as I saw Jimmy and JK, I knew it was the 3 J's there. I'm like, all right.
It was actually 4, but and this is the same era as what we just watched. That's what I mean by like authentic.
They school kids.
Plus, it's a clean cover. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But these ain't the same niggas that stepped off the bus.
They in school.
Yeah, they know.
So everybody had to wear a uni.
Fuck, Lord, he was-
Okay.
Fucking adolescents.
angsty kids.
Badass. Get your ass to class.
How y'all feel about baby BTS?
The irony of them singing this song.
Yes.
When you know damn well they wasn't getting high.
This has a whole other meaning in the U.S. behind this
Yeah,
song.
this song is like a weed anthem almost. We know them niggas wasn't getting high, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playlist loved it, but I liked it just for
The energy is there for
Yeah,
you.
just seeing the youth is funny as shit. Like I could just kind of tell how they was in school. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you can kind of just look, especially J-Hope. I already know. I'm not
Like
gonna get
always
deep.
joking around.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know what's up.
Every time I see him, he's smiling.
Nah, that's your
Hope.
man.
Hope.
No, young boy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, he always fucking cheesing. That shit.
You gotta watch variety shit. Hope smiles just as much. Jimin is more poking you. He's more.
I'll be like, yo, what you smiling at, bro? Like
Nah.
he always look like he did something. That's what like, every time.
You'll see Sugar in the corner, just kind of like, just there, and then Jimin just gotta go over and like, do something.
Yeah, Sugar's the most consistent
He's the most
personality.
consistent, just kind of like, I'm around.
That's the man with the sleeve.
That's my bias.
With the sleeve.
That's August
In the
D.
Permission to Dance video with the sleeve. Who had the sleeve? The tats.
Oh, that's JK. JK got tats.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's the youngest.
Sugar
He's
is
coming
August
down.
D.
Don't want to add anything?
I really liked it.
I bet you did.
Yeah, that's my song. I ain't gonna lie. I liked how, I'm trying to figure out. You know how they be having MVs? They have the rehearsal, and what's the other one that they have?
Performance.
Not the performance one. The one where it's kind of like vertical and they just like having fun.
Vertical.
Cam?
Yeah, those. This kind of felt like that, but it wasn't vertical. But it kind of felt like they were just, like they all just met up after school and was like, "Yo, let's record this." And
You know what I'm looking for is B-side. This is just like
B-side.
just a
Yeah,
B-side.
yeah. I like that. I like this because it gave me that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they just kind of met up. Yo, let's sing. Let's put this together real quick, and it turned out real well. I wanted to see RM on this beat because I like the actual song, like the Wiz Khalifa song, and I feel like RM would have did it some justice.
Yeah, true.
And Sugar too, but beggars
I ain't
can't
gonna
be
lie, bro.
chooser.
I ain't gonna. It's kind of ass that they can't smoke weed and shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't enjoy that.
I feel bad. 'Cause
I'd love to see what amazing music BTS would
They
make.
seem like upstanding young men, and regardless of how us imperialist Westerners feel, I would hope that they follow
Yeah.
the laws over there.
Yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it. I think they did really great on it. I'm looking forward to seeing more from this era. I'm liking this era so far.
this is what 2 in a row now.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
I want to see how he break this shit.
Yeah, the teacher.
I thought it was just a really chill video, like really chill, because it's homaging, Wiz Khalifa's song, obviously, which I'm kind of shocked as far as like with you guys too with the chicken noodle soup. I just would have never thought that those two, like that song would have reached over there.
I think a Wiz song definitely had a better chance of reaching.
This is way
Well,
bigger.
no, but
I
it
do
just-
agree.
no,
I know what you
It just
mean.
makes me think it's like, oh wow, they heard the chicken noodle soup, they heard this, like it just kind of like
also, I
there's
think
stuff
by
that
this
resonates
time,
with them.
This is 5 years after Chicken Noodle Soup, and YouTube is way bigger,
Yeah.
and like songs are getting put straight on YouTube
Yeah.
a lot of times. I think that Mac and Devin, the song was on Mac and
Yeah.
Devin, and I think this went straight to YouTube, and it kind of
Well, one thing I'll say too, I think it really speaks to their perseverance too, that they like are even looking for these kind of songs. Like it's just like musicality, like they seem like they're very open-minded to different genres and different eras, and that influences their work and what they're able to bring as a result. And I do agree with you too, Jarek, as well as the how the video was shot. It did just feel almost like a selfie stick type of thing, like a vlog. Like someone just had a camcorder and they're just like recording with their friends. They look like they were just skipping class, just enjoying life on the basketball court. And those personality moments are always stuff that stands out to me.
You know what? This is another point I wanted to put out too, and why I like stuff like this, and why I said the beginning probably would have hit different, is because with the idol music, we don't really get a glimpse of Korea. Do you agree with that? Like we see them on
Yeah.
sets, we see them performing. We don't really get.
This was more like real life.
Yeah, this is so it's like, oh shit, they were outside.
I
like,
see
how
you
we-
hooping.
Bro, after school they was doing shit that we do.
I like that,
We
yeah.
have such a like kind of painted view or rigid, narrow view
Yeah.
of what it's like over there. We think that shit be like, kid go to school, kid go home, kid.
This
do
kinda
chores,
felt-
some shit like that.
This kind of felt relatable in terms of how we make music over here in the States, like
And
where
this is
we,
the type of shit that gets me into an art.
yeah,
That's why I
where
like
it's kind
the-
of like
the
we find it.
vocals as well with the way the video was shot too, because it really felt like they were paying homage to what Wiz Khalifa had done. Mm-hmm. Like, because I'm pretty sure I don't remember.
halfway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to make it your own little bit too.
No, I was saying 'cause,
Yeah.
Um,
Halfway.
What I was saying with it kind of goes with how we make music here, where we find a nice instrumental that we like, we record it, we do a nice video somewhere in our neighborhood, or somewhere where people would know where we're from, and that's why I kind of related to it, because it didn't feel like idol music, like what you said.
Right.
It kind of felt like they just did this off the strength of
bro, this our school. This what we do.
yeah,
After school
like
or on
this what we
recess
do.
or
Like we don't
the
need the
opposite approach with music. Then, obviously, relatability is like real big to for you to hone in on artists. But the stuff that I did love about Idol stuff was that stuff felt so different than what I was getting over here. I didn't want to watch something that I could see here. Like, to me, I wouldn't turn on me in particular, turn on like a SK artist and them rapping outside of a Chinese store, or them rapping outside of their local bodega or whatever. Like, you know, is their shop.
I would watch that though. I like that.
Outside of their local shop, and like, because I can watch and do all that stuff here, I don't mind the larger than life stuff and the High School Musical stuff that we talk about and everything else, just because I can't get there here with certain stuff.
I think I'm like the opposite, because I'm more interested in seeing how
they live over there.
They're like,
the difference is the cultural differences and the language differences is what's making me interested in that.
So
obviously, shit,
I just want to see what
you're not getting that though. That's the thing. So you guys are. I'm not going to turn into a channel to watch a fake version of what I already have in front of me. And I hear you guys saying that you guys want to see like the cultural over there, but we're not seeing that. So
what did I just see?
Yeah, what did I just see?
So
you
saw them outside of an empty building with nobody in the background, no people there. There's like no.
Playing in the basketball court.
It's like they cleared out the entire area.
Call me crazy, but did you think kids in Korea just did that shit on the humble? I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't.
Well, y'all watch this kind of music.
Also, maybe my background is a lot different than y'all's. Like, my grandma's Filipino. My mom and them are world travelers. My mom was born, over in the Philippines. She's been to Hawaii, Japan. I have seen the culture. I've watched anime, everything, et cetera, and I just that seemed normal.
But I mean, no. The thing is like this. In everywhere in the world, it's not like that though. Because I spent 6 months over there in Dubai and got to meet a lot of people and see stuff like that. They shit is Dubai specifically is very westernized, but it's not the same.
Chick started just being able to drive cars like 2 years ago.
That, you know what I'm saying? that you got that kind of thing. Most of the time I was there, it was actually in Abu Dhabi or whatever like that. Even there, even as Western as it gets, you can't wear certain shit. You can't do certain shit out in public. You have to still kind of carry yourself a certain way, no matter how Western and modernized it looks or whatever like that. So it's still a culture shock, because you like, well, oh shit, they do this. I didn't know they ate fried chicken over there.
I'm glad. Then I'm not gonna shit on y'all experience. I'm glad y'all took that from that. Me personally, I took that and was like, let me go watch variety shows. So when it comes to Treasure, NCT Dream has one, BTS Run. I watch those shows. Then you can follow them in like inside the markets. You can follow them like a day in the life with them. You Love Wavy. They have whole snippets where I just watched the joint with Lucas and 10 travel to 3 different spots or whatever together, and you followed them for like 3 days. That's how I got immersed in like, this is what's going on.
Well, I feel like that's all connected with this too, like the same thing. Like I said, we seeing them younger. Like I said, this kind of stuff here, it makes me appreciate your artistry more. He's just like, bro, he's just a normal person. He's out here chilling. He's not just like some manufactured puppet.
I like the basketball court.
To just dance, to do some moves and sing some shit or whatever like that, and it ain't no soul into it. This is a real person now. You humanize. That's how it gets humanized. So that's why it hits shit like this, and No More Dreams hits harder for me. You see someone where they started from and everything like that, it humanizes them a little bit as if being thrust in my face. Some super shined up, glossy, and then like, just the current state. I won't go into any more detail because it seemed disrespectful, but it paints a totally different picture for me.
I feel like this is more manufactured than the stuff that we see now.
3 kids outside outside of school.
So
is that
when
because
you got
of the homage element of it?
No. So when you got kids in the industry, you mean to tell me that these kids in the industry?
I'm pretty sure this is not them.
They was just doing shit. They didn't look like no tough rappers.
Well, no.
They looked like 3 kids just singing.
But they did in the previous video, which is my point. So, like, you mean
I'm confused.
Like, okay, I'm about to explain it. So, you got a bunch of kids in the industry. You mean to tell me they control everything that they put out? They control how their image is looked at. They control the music they put out. They control the videos. They control how the videos are shot. They control the content of the video. They don't. They have more control over what they put out now than over what they put out then. What they put out then was manufactured to whatever the record label wanted them to look like, which is why I say it's not authentic to me. whatever they're doing now is more authentic to me because they have control. They produce their songs, they write them, they control the videos, they control what they put out and how they're viewed.
So wait, with this in particular, then, so are you saying?
So they didn't have any control or
yeah,
say?
so you saying that's not real? Them kids
think-
being out in the outside the school, so it's not real over there as I thought originally. Then
No, I do think that it's that RM and them, I believe, definitely had wiggle room for certain things, but a lot of things were pushed on them, if I'm not mistaken, earlier. Even the whole trip to Cali that people don't really talk about.
Jimin's image,
Army.
the way that some of them are looked at. JK, well, actually, JK
His
was kind
current
of a
image?
rapper. No, Jimin's image in the first video.
Well,
Like, he actually was supremely depressed. Like, he felt like he had to almost starve himself to maintain the visual image, because that's what he was brought in as, a visual and a dancer, to maintain that image of what the studio wanted. Now he's more himself than he has ever been.
So
I just feel like I just
Yeah,
watched
just
a
asking-
lie. Like,
just
Yeah.
asking real quick.
Real
So
shit.
is that meant to suggest that someone in a record label or something said, "Hey, we like what Wiz did over there. It's hitting with Western audiences. Can you do this?" Or is it like, I feel like it just seems more natural that it's. Again, I don't know.
and then
but-
if that's the case, then that's dumb on the record label because that don't even hit the same. Now you just got kids singing some shit that's not even like.
Well, I mean,
You got
people
them singing
have
the
come up
chorus and
before
the
being
beat.
artists that covered things. Like
I
cover
also-
artists have,
I also feel like sometimes record labels be right too about shit too, so it ain't even like a.
record labels be right about stuff. Yes, but I'm saying so. What we just saying, y'all just said is a whole fallacy.
I didn't
now.
completely say that. I don't
All right, well,
completely
Keith
agree with
said the whole shit was a fallacy.
I'll just say it didn't come off that way to me, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keith just said it's
yeah,
a
it
fallacy.
felt authentic to
Yeah,
me.
I'm
I
like,
feel
this-
kind of
this
played
shit-
right now.
This looked like the kids just outside of school. Like I said, first, because when I first said I didn't know that happened, y'all said, "Oh, I thought that because it's normal. I know that." And
Well,
this
I'm
look-
speaking from a video aspect. I just thought I think it's normal for most kids in those places to be outside of schools chilling
Right.
anywhere in the world that ain't like a third world country or somewhere like you know what I'm
Right.
saying.
I like I said, I haven't
Like
been
even
there.
movies, if people want to be a little ignorant, be like movies like Tokyo Drift or something, and you've seen them, I thought it's pretty normal for.
But Japan and Korea though.
yeah, well, you know what I'm saying.
I'm saying I know about
things
Japan.
are different. Obviously, things.
I
are
know a lot
different.
more about Japan than I do Korea, China and everything like that. Outside of from what I hear is like it's very censored.
Yeah,
with a lot of
stuff is
shit
be more censored
compared
and
to
certain shit you
Japan,
can't
where
go
it's
off.
very like
Yes,
liberal and shit like that.
I guess authentic really boils down probably to whatever y'all consider authentic.
And that's-
if someone don't write, is that not authentic? Because
No.
then
With them, I don't think I'm not gonna speak for both of us, Jerry, but let me know if you agree. I don't think we said the first John looked more authentic. It's just that's where they started from. Was what got I'm like, oh shit, this is where they came from. That shit looked compelling more than anything. I ain't gonna say it's authentic because
inspiring.
yeah, well, not it. I mean, it don't inspire me to do shit, but it just make me. I'm interested now to see what they do.
Anyone can live their journey. Say no.
I'm just
No, no,
saying
I get
the
you.
shit.
I'm
The
just
shit
fucking
just
with
look interesting to see where they started from. I think that's more the thing. That's really what I'm trying to convey. I'm not gonna say authentic is more authentic or whatever like that, because no boy band is authentic and to be outside of New Edition. So there's no everything has an image. It's kind of put together. All boy bands kind of like have an image.
I
and
mean, it's the
everything
same
like that.
thing if you look at someone like J. Cole when they first came out. Like the way the studio wanted him to look, like with the the nice hair, the gold
Clean
chain,
cut,
the
yeah.
shirt,
They
all
wanted
that,
him
and
to
then
definitely be like a
you
player
can
type
get
Jr.
marketable to a
Right.
certain extent when you're able to really say like, no, this is who I am. Then you can kind of branch off and be more of yourself. I don't know if that's just an industry process, like something people just have to go through, or if it's something that changed more with like things like the internet, TikTok, like just all these new ways of finding
Yeah.
information and being discovered. But
Because I don't think that's a Western culture thing. I just think that's
Music in general.
music in general.
Right.
And I also
Well,
have my
artists
own
is
theories
packaging
about
themselves
why
more
J.
and more
Cole
often.
turned the way he
That's
did
what I
too.
would
But
think. Because there's no, like we talked
Say
about
no,
this
like
before.
that.
Most
I don't-
labels
I
don't
don't-
have they don't do the artist development. You
Yeah.
come as an already made product, and then that's how you get shipped out. So most artists have control over that, as opposed to before, where you come in, we clean you up, we make you look nice, we basically put you in a shiny suit and send you out there to dance on stage. in that mind out because Mace wasn't
I
shiny
noticed,
suit
there's
when he
definitely
came there. He
been
was
a
Murder
big
Mace.
shift with that, with the age of like the internet and all that. Just because people can almost market themselves to where it's like I don't need the backing of a studio at this point. I just need a following to allow me to be me. So it's almost like I feel like I don't know if it was specifically around this time, but with seeing the last video we did, they're more hip hop side, and then something more relaxed like this, just like an homage kind of song. It almost felt like that they had that freedom to still be somewhat authentic, because I feel like if they were put out there to be hip hop or they were put out there to do cover songs, they would have been kept in that lane for a lot longer, perhaps. But
yeah, I mean, some artists need the polish. Like they need. Ain't no way some of these kids who are at these labels who are 14 or 15 years old, they kind of need the guidance, especially when you come on and just like, well, I rap. Well, what else do you do? That's it. You don't
How
dance.
do you rap?
don't
Who
do,
are you as a rapper?
Exactly. It's just like what
are
show us all your cadences and your flow. Well, I spit this way. No, that's not what's trendy, or that's not what's decent. So we need to do that. Also, y'all young. We kind of got to let y'all develop into your bodies. We want your teeth straight. We want your hair to look a particular way. So I kind of respected the artist development that still goes on over there. Yeah. I get it over here that sometimes you don't need a label to do all that. You can be yourself, do your image, and do everything. But for particular stuff with the idols, I think it's good to be well refined, because some of our favorite people who we love came from the same system, learned everything, and now, being older and stuff, they kind of can snap and do what they want to do. It's almost like you paved the way for it.
If they're 12, 13, 14, you can't expect someone who's just signed at 22 to be, the same way that someone at that age was, because you have to allow that process.
Taman debuted at 14 years old.
That's insane.
Debuted at 14 years old.
And he's 28 and still going?
Yeah, he's been in the industry now for 14 years with the SM trading policy where they polished and did everything with him.
Literally half his life.
Yeah.
Like Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
here we go.
She's the dad who's been in his industry for a minute. So yeah, does anybody want to add anything else though?
I like the way the video was shot. It was nostalgic. It was nostalgic.
No, it was. It was very.
Just brought me back to that.
It was very innocent.
I do have something to say. I would like to apologize to the BTS army for calling them overrated. I'm gonna take that back.
Well, if they forgot about it, they definitely won't now.
We support growth the same way that they grow from these videos. You can grow as an individual listening to music. Thank you for that, Jared.
It's part of the journey.
Anybody want to add anything else?
So stupid.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Army, thank you. Remember, at the end of the day, these are really interesting conversations, just because regardless of how me or Keith fell into BTS and our journey, your journey is your journey. So however y'all go about finding the music and loving it, I really appreciate y'all finding your own path on everything. So with that being said, you can lead us out.
Roll to 3 milli. Roll to a dub. Bang tank, bang tank. What the fuck?
Bang!